52
Not
turtles?
Without the big one.
Yeah. So these were your sons when he was younger?
Yeah.
50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100.
Excellent.
These vintage 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures have been tucked away in a basement since the 90s until now. This is hands down the best collection of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I've ever scored, and you're not going to want to miss it. One figure alone paid for the entire buy. Now let's get into it.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing well.
Luke?
Yes. Luke, nice to meet you.
No, nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir. Awesome. Cool.
We have no idea.
These are all the weapons. Awesome.
Oh, there's tons of little bags.
Little bags and stuff like that.
We counted 52 turtles.
52
Not
turtles?
without the big one.
Yeah. So these were your sons when he was younger?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's awesome. All right, 150. We got 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100.
Excellent.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Something else out of the attic.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Here's a better look at all the turtles. We're going to get into a full haul and I'm going to show comps at the end. So definitely stay tuned for that. And look at these accessories, guys. Hundreds and hundreds of accessories. And that is the most important part when we're talking about vintage toys. All right, guys, let's start at the very beginning. How I found this buy. I was scrolling on Facebook Marketplace and 9 minutes after this listing was posted, I was able to secure the bag. Now, originally in the video and photos that the seller posted, there was no weapons included, but thankfully I did ask in private message, hey, do you have any of these weapons for these? I'm very interested. And he sent me a picture with tons and tons of weapons, which is the most important part when you're talking about vintage toys. Just the action figures alone, they do sell, but not for as much. But when you're talking about completion of these figures, when they have all their weapons, there are some figures that can sell upwards of a couple $100s each. And guys, I got a couple of those figures that sell for a couple $100s each. I found some absolute grails in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy line today. And when you see these grails, you guys are gonna absolutely go insane. It's the craziest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure buy I've ever had, a collection I've ever seen personally. Without further ado, we'll jump right into it. The first sub-line of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures that we're gonna get into is the 1994 Warriors of the Forgotten Sewer. And I got 2 figures, so let's get into it. The first one being Warrior Bebop. And look at how mint this guy is. And he's complete with all his weapons. And you will not believe what he's worth. And the second one is Savage Leo. Look at that guy. Guy's an absolute goat. Beautiful condition. And he's also complete with all his weapons. And he's worth... The next rare line that I got in this collection came out in 1995. And it's called the Metal Mutant. I personally never knew that this line existed, but when these figures are complete, they have some crazy values. Also, just wanted to mention that I got all 4 of the Metal Mutants that are out there, all 4 turtles. The first one being Michelangelo. And all these figures are pretty clean, as you guys can see. They weren't played with too crazily. He may look pretty bare right here, but when you put all his accessories on, he looks pretty cool. He is 100% complete and he's worth... Next we got Leonardo. He is also very clean and 100% complete with all his weapons and accessories. He also has his instructions inside, which is awesome. And here's his value. Next we got Donatello. Very clean. He is the rarest one you can get. There's no active listings of him at all complete on eBay, and he is 99% complete. He's literally missing 1 foot, so it'll decrease the value a little bit, obviously, because he doesn't have all his accessories, but his value will surprise you. There it is. And last but not least, we got Raphael. He is very mint as well. And he's 99% complete as well. He's literally missing 1 of his knee pads, but here's his value. Guys, always be on the lookout for the 1995 Metal Mutants. I had no idea that the value was that crazy. So make sure you're keeping an eye out for those guys. Those are absolute grails. The next rare subline that I came across in this buy was the Universal Monsters line, which is my favorite. Definitely the coolest line for sure. And this line came out in 1993, so let's get into it. First figure being Leonardo as Wolfman. This guy is awesome. Here's his bag, and he's complete with all his weapons. Here's his value. Next one being my absolute favorite, Raphael as the glow-in-the-dark mummy. This is one of the coolest figures to me that ever came out in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line, and he is complete with all his weapons. Here's his value. Next, we got Michelangelo as Frankenstein, and this one, as you guys can see, is in mint condition. And when I got him, his arm was actually out of place, but I managed to pop him back in, and he is also 100% complete, and here's his value. Now, the last figure in this line would have been Dracula, but I did not get that figure, sadly. But on the plus side, I did get his weapons. So I'm thinking there are definitely more figures to be found from the guy that I bought this from. They're probably somewhere in the basement, but these 3 weapons sell for upwards of $20 each. So definitely can't beat it, but I might hold on to it just in case I get that message. And guys, we're literally just scratching the surface for this collection. There's so much more. So let's dive into it. Now, this figure is actually the figure that caught my eye. This is the 12-inch version of Samurai Raphael. He is 100% complete. He does have a minor flaw, as you guys can see. The helmet's supposed to look like that on this side, but this part has broken off. But still in this condition, it is worth a pretty penny. And there's none complete on eBay other than a graded one. But obviously mine is not graded. It is a loose figure. Currently, I have it listed at $175, and there are already 2 watchers. All right, I'm just gonna rapid fire all these crazy finds because there's just so many turtles. First, we'll start off with the best ones, and then we'll get into like the mids and the ones that are worth around like 20 to 30 bucks, but we'll start with the really good ones as well. We got the 1992 Crazy Cowboy Don. He's in pretty good condition, and he's 100% complete with all his weapons. That's his value. This one here is one of my favorites from the collection. This is Turtle Troll Raphael, as you guys can see. He's in pretty good condition. His hair is nice and fluffy, and he's 100% complete with all his weapons. So here's his value. We got the Kooky Cavalry Leonardo. Sadly, his arrow broke off the other side of his head, but he's 100% complete with all his weapons, and here's his value. We got the 1993 Pizza Tossin Donatello. Beautiful, beautiful condition on this one. He's got all his pizzas and weapons, and also his instructions, and here is his value. Next, we got the Kraken Egg Donatello. He's absolutely mint. This is a rare one. This is pretty cool. This top part of the egg pops open, and he comes out here. He does have his instructions, but sadly no weapons, but here's the value of that. Next, we got the Farmer Michelangelo with the tractor and also both tools. And this actually already sold on my eBay for $80. That was the first sale of the collection. A lot of the stuff that I'm showing you guys is actually listed. It's got a bunch of watchers on it, but this is the first item that sold. So next thing we got is the 1992 Samurai Scooter. This scooter is 100% complete with instructions, and here's the value. Next, we got the Cowabunga Buggy. This is 100% complete, and it's a beauty. It's currently listed at $100. And then the next high dollar piece actually is not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It is Toxic Crusaders. Look at this piece. This is absolutely fire. This is by far my favorite toy of the collection, and it's not even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This toy came out in 1991, and he is actually 100% complete. This is the Toxic Crusaders Junkyard Dog, and here is his value. Now let's get into the $20, $30 figures that are complete. We got Movie Star Raphael, Auto Mutations Raphael, Head Droppin' Leonardo, Head Droppin' Raphael, Happy Birthday Leonardo, Space Cadet Raphael, Movie 3 Samurai Leonardo, Mutation Leonardo, Warlord Samurai Movie 3, Sewer Surfer Michelangelo, Make My Day Leonardo, Hose 'em Down Donatello, and Crazy Clowning Michelangelo. I also got the weapons of the 1994 Shogun Shredders, which are alone worth $50. Then we got about 15 to 20 action figures that are missing 1 or 2 weapons. And over here we got a bunch of miscellaneous weapons that are also worth money that I'm going to be going through and comping out. So like I said, guys, the craziest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle vintage action figures collection that I've ever come across. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but this collection was absolutely nuts. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, whether it's for entertainment or learning purposes. And if you guys are still watching, thank you very much. We have finally hit 500 subscribers thanks to you guys, and I would love for you guys, if you guys are not following, go do that now. Like and subscribe. It really does help the channel out. I do drop weekly videos every Friday, 5:30 p.m. So stay tuned on that. If you guys want to get notified when my videos do drop, make sure to hit that bell notification right next to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.